Get rid of any fear for good. Any fear? Deep divers, any fear. What is your greatest fear? Are you afraid of death, approaching people, afraid of your face when you see yourself in the mirror? Okay. You're not afraid of any of those. What about spiders? Okay, yes. Yeah, you're afraid of spiders. I knew it, right? We all have fears, deep divers, but sometimes these fears actually interfere with the happiness of our own lives. And I'm about to share with you how to get rid of any fear for good. Are you ready? Or are you afraid? Magnificent deep divers, shout out to all of you. Take that, take that, take that. Good ass energy I'm sending you. We're out here in the heart of nature. Oh, it is gorgeous today, deep divers. I'm not afraid. Say it with me. I'm not afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of, deep divers. Fear lies to you. Oh, yes. Get rid of any fear for good. Many people live their life in a perpetual state of fear. Fear is not a bad thing, because once upon a time you needed to be in a state of fear to run away from a saber-toothed tiger. And therefore fear serves a purpose to help you survive, fight or flight. The problem is, in modern society, people have an excess amount of fear, and now it cripples people. It prevents people becoming their greatest version because you're afraid right now. You're looking a little bit shaky, baby. Don't worry, I'm gonna help you out. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers. We got butterflies floating around. Breathe with me. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Raising the frequency. Raising the vibration. I literally have people watching me when I make videos. Oh my gosh, Ralph. Yeah. Aren't you afraid? No. You know why? Because fear is false evidence appearing real. And I realized one day in nature, it doesn't matter what you're afraid of. Spiders, death, how you look, what people think, all fears come from the same source. Oh yeah, we got a whole lot to talk about, deep divers. Are you ready? You're not ready. You're looking a little bit shaky, baby. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? So fear is an emotion. There are only two emotions, love or fear. Let love guide you, not fear. And there are only ever two meanings of fear. Forget everything can run, that way, deep divers, or face everything can rise. Slow motion this side. From the book Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the book. Also, shout out to everyone who's been getting the wonderful good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. So get rid of any fear for good. Any fear. I remember, I'm young. I'm still young. I look 15. Oh, deep divers, you're so kind, right? Reading Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light and not our darkness that frightens us the most. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, fabulous, gorgeous, talented? Who are you not to be? You are a child of the universe. You playing small does not serve the world. Slow motion this side. When we talk of fear, I say this: fear blocks manifestation. Fear blocks manifestation. Fear blocks manifestation. And this is the reason why you really want to let go of fear. You really want to get rid of any fear that you have right now in your life that's holding you back. So let's talk about the biggest fears that people have, okay? One fear is this: I'm afraid that it's not going to get better. This is in so many people's lives, the fear of things not getting better. So what happens? They settle. They stop trying because fear is the conclusion. Fear lies to you. I've missed the boat, Ralph. I'm too old for this. I'm too old to learn. I'm too far in the shit, deep divers, to get out. Don't allow your temporary confusion to become your permanent conclusion. Fear is an illusion created by your mind. That's why two things can be happening to two people in the exact same way, but only one will be fearful because the other person has chosen, keyword chosen, to not be afraid by really breathing in that good ass prana, baby, and remembering fear is a mindset. All is mental. And if you can learn that everything is mental, this is how to get rid of any fear for good. You haven't missed the boat, and it's not too late. And every day, the cat down the road takes a walk. So stop believing the BS, because it's all BS belief systems. Fear is a crutch for so many people. When people say I'm afraid of this or that, I tell them, you're using fear to stay in an arrested state of development. You don't have to be afraid today. It's a new start. Many people say, Ralph, I'm afraid of the next pandemic, the new COVID. I'm afraid of World War III. I'm afraid of the unknown, Ralph. We're living in a crazy ass world. But I'm here to tell you, you don't have to be afraid of what the future holds, because nobody knows what the future holds. There is only now. Your fear of the unknown disappears when you tune in to the present moment, when you lose your mind and come to your senses, when you become more mindful instead of having your mind full of worries. You see, we cannot control anything outside of us, but we can control our internal condition. And this is how to get rid of any fear for good. Stop focusing on what you cannot control and focus on what you can, and it's the breathing. Did you really inhale that good ass prana deep from the base of your spine? Okay, like this. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Okay? Get rid of any fear for good. Many people are afraid of rejection. They're afraid of approaching someone. Like you might like someone and you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot approach this person. Where does this fear come from? You are afraid to approach this person because you are afraid of being rejected. That's the only reason why you have that fear. You have the fear of rejection. And what you have to do about this is to say, hey, you know what? So long as I do not reject myself, nobody can reject me. Slow motion this side. Get rid of any fear for good. Some people have a fear of death. I don't want to leave my iPhone when I transition. Well, you got to leave everything behind, deep divers. Everything you have is on loan. So how you overcome this fear is by moving into the process of letting go to realize that even your body is on loan. Ooh. And you don't own anything. I know it's a sobering thought, right? So this fear of death, when you realize that you got to be a nerd, nobody ever really dies. Energy never dies. Things can only be transformed and transferred. Energy is immortal. All of a sudden, you're no longer afraid of death, right? Right. What else? Some people are afraid of animals, like spiders, like bees. I used to be afraid of spiders, right? True story, deep divers. When I was younger, like 9 years old, I was afraid of tarantulas and spiders, black widows. Don't bite me. Then I realized, wait a minute. These spiders don't even care about hurting me. I'm so much bigger than they are. They should be worried about me. You see, perspective changes everything. Slow motion this side. And this is how to get rid of even of your fear of spiders. Realize that their job is not to scare you. They just want to live life in harmony. But you're afraid of them because you are afraid. You have this separation. When you actually touch a spider, get closer to it, you're like, oh, it's so cute. I used to be afraid of snakes, deep divers. Then I said, oh, let me hold a snake. I'm no longer afraid of a snake. You see, fear is created through separation. And therefore, to overcome fear, you must come closer to what you are afraid of. This is how to get rid of any fear for good. Face that fear and realize in your greatest fear lies your greatest evolution. Woo! To get rid of any fear for good, let's talk about this fear of change. Change is the only constant in the universe. Everything is changing, yet people are afraid of change, afraid of going to a new environment, moving house, growing older. I'm still young, deep divers. I look 17. Thanks. Right? People are afraid of change. And what's helped me is to embrace change, is to say, hey, I love change. Why? Because it allows something new to be born. If everything is always the same, it gets a bit boring. Once again, perspective has now allowed me to overcome the fear. To get rid of any fear for good, let's talk about this fear so many people have of things running out. 7-day vegan challenge, a food crisis. Hey, I'm not afraid of lack, things running out. Like there's not going to be enough food to feed me because I eat a lot, deep divers. No, I realize that abundance is the true state of the universe. And there are more than enough grapes in the universe to fill my belly and yours and the cat down the roads. So When you move out of this mindset of lack, you now release fear. Many people live in scarcity mind. A mind of scarcity will always be afraid. And what you do in this situation is to find the evidence. Where is the evidence that things are running out? No, the truth of the matter is, abundance is the natural state of the universe. Go to an apple farm. You will see hundreds, thousands of apples and oranges, and you cannot eat all of them. So there is no food running out in the heart of nature. It's just that human beings are greedy, right? Get rid of any fear for good. Many people have a fear of being alone, abandonment. I don't want people to leave me, Ralph. People are scared to even sit with their own emotions, right? So what we do in this situation is to say, actually, there's a power in being alone. When you are alone, you get to know who you truly are. It might be frightening at first, but the more you do it, the more you can really accept yourself and love yourself for who you truly are. So once again, it's about changing that perspective to say, actually, there are benefits in learning how to be alone. I should not be afraid of being with myself. Take time to meditate. Take time to leave the crowd, and you will learn how to overcome this fear of being alone. You can now think for yourself. Yippee! Get rid of any fear for good. A lot of people are afraid of who they really are. Is that you? And now you're afraid of what other people think. So you live a character. You wear a mask every single day. What would people think if they found out who I really am? Wait a minute, I don't even know who I really am myself, right? So this fear of what other people think and this fear of accepting who you really are has led a huge misery. Has created a huge misery for a lot of people. First and foremost, you don't control what people think. You only control how you see yourself. And secondly, when you accept who you really are and tell the world, hey, this is me. I don't care if you love it or hate it. I accept it. You now empower yourself. You didn't come here to fit in. You came here to live your authentic truth. So, deep divers, have you got rid of that fear? Oh, you just got rid of that fear just by this video. Oh my gosh. Here's a spider for you. You see? That's why I'm just saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? There. Beautiful deep divers. I'm just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Let love guide you, not fear. Let love guide you, not fear. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You. Leave a comment down below, deep divers of love and appreciation. Let me know what is your greatest fear and what you've done to overcome it. You want me to go live on this topic? Just say, go live, Ralph. Peace.